Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and men, aunties and uncles. Today I would like to invite you on another journey with me into the following topic. I would appreciate and be grateful for every comment or feedback. Anyone who's willing to direct message me, send me a voice, or call me what you think about the future of the arts. During the Renaissance, as far as I was remembering, in the times of Leonardo from Vinci, there was no such a thing in the arts as drawing and painting. It was architecture, medicine, etc., etc. And then from the Renaissance, about 500 years ago, it started that art was connected as well with drawing and painting. So now, 500 something years later, there is art mostly connected not with mathematics or architects. Architecture maybe as well is still a big part of the arts, like paintings, sculptures, and now television is another form, like video art, radio, music, and the new digital medium. Whatever new is first of all not perceived maybe as an art form itself. But I would like to know about your thoughts. Where is the art going to in the future? What is going to be sold and offered and presented and exhibited, auctioned and somehow produced, first of all, created, co-created as art form? Since the internet began, everyone is reproductive or has the possibility to reproduce or let reproduce digital media as photography, as video, as film, as digital text easily. So the original of editions, art books and whatever it's called, photos. That was and still is one of the parts of the arts, the editions, limited edition, artificially shortages. And then the originals. One sculpture, one painting, one drawing, one house, one building. These are the originals. Maybe it's coming something new beside of the digital tools which we can use or not use and reproduce or artificially shorten the amount of them, like NFT. So why is this selection of the art market and what art is mostly in the hand of the curators, of the museums, of the buyers, and not in the hands of, let's say, the public? Because I think the public is not so interested in art itself. Public art is mainstream media, like television. Art is an elite thing, like for the top 1% or 5 or 10% of people, because they can afford art just as an investment for their own portfolio as a business, or they can share it with others, have their private museums, or put it into their house to make it look different with a name attached to the artist on their home exhibitions or stuff like this. So yeah, What do you think about this? My thought, what art can become one day. Maybe it's not detached anymore to something like war industry and greenwashing or art washing or whitewashing or yellow washing of some money. If it's coming from the herbs and the medical drugs, and if it's used in a proper way with the right doses, the right age for the people who need and want to have some plants from somewhere. And then if it's not legal yet in their countries, maybe they use art like bartender or what's it called, trade part of it. Could be. So yeah, like tobacco. But I would ask everyone when I could who is into art and even buys art or sells art or collects art, what he or she would think in the future when they would decide for themselves only to support arts which are peaceful and not only critical in a way of drama, horror, terror, and the worst to exhibit, like the war scenes in the Renaissance, which got painted and sold the most for the private ones, the rich families who started it with struggles with others, or the religions with the holy figures in their churches and stuff like this. So if it's religious art, if it's natural art, or subnatural art, or I call myself subnatural artist, everyone is free to do whatever she or he is wanted to. Suppose this is sure. I mean, that's why art is called fine art, or art to educate, or to document something as an eyewitness. So yeah, I'll leave this to you. Let it think in. What do you think about where is the art scene heading towards to? Have a good one. Yeah.